Be Congresswoman Cammack. She is a Republican from Florida. Welcome in. I'm so glad we got the gremlins sorted out for you, Congresswoman. You're calling on the president to resign. But my question to you is, wouldn't that put Vice President Harris in charge? And to be honest with you, is that any better?
No, I mean, our options aren't great at this point in time. But if the president is serious about his comments of the buck stops with me, well, then that means that the commander in chief, as chief decision maker, responsible for the total and utter failure of this withdrawal, the lives that have been lost, this is on him. And I say, you know, he seems to be a fan of political deadlines. Let's give him until August 31st to make that resignation effective. And if he doesn't, then we will be working every single day to take back the House and then begin the process of holding him accountable the way that Nancy Pelosi won't.
You know, yes, the buck stops with President Biden, but you know what? Is he getting this advice from all those people around him? Because collectively, they're all failing.
Absolutely. There need to be resignations across the board, starting with Secretary Blinken. You know, this is truly an utter and total failure of leadership across the board, from SecDef, which I oppose personally, the waiver to that Congress granted so that he could be confirmed as Secretary of Defense, of course, down to General Milley. And we know that there are positions of leadership that come with accountability, transparency, and responsibility. And when things go sideways, you have to be accountable to your actions. But beyond that, you look at what this president has said and hasn't said. He will not give us a number of Americans and our allies and our SIVs that have been left behind on the ground. So I am calling on my colleagues, Republicans and Democrats today, to release the numbers in their offices that they have of individuals, Americans, that they are working to try to bring home. In my office, it's 682. 682 people from my district that have been left behind. Now, we know that this is going to be an estimate, but it gives us a baseline so we can plan how many military assets do we need to have, how many private contractors, NGOs do we need to mobilize in order to get our people home. So whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, I'm calling on every single congressional office today to release the number of individuals that they are working with to get home. That is how we can start the process of really understanding how many people this president and his administration have left behind.
Yeah, and I have a feeling they don't really know, but we'll have to leave it there. Congresswoman Cammack of Florida, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm glad we could figure out those technical difficulties. Great to speak to you this morning.